Hello good people, this is Pulkit from Gadget Generations, and today's video is not going to be any review video. Today's video is going to be about the throwback to this amazing year that I have had. Yes, 2024 is coming to an end and we have the Christmas and New Year season going on in India and everywhere around the world. So today I have just thought about let's recap what I have experienced throughout the year and just share my experience with you guys. So first of all, I have had an amazing year. I have been to my first ever Canjam when I went to Singapore in April this year. It was an amazing experience meeting and greeting so many people that I have been in talks with on different discussion threads on HiFi and other platforms. And then I have organized 3 to 4 different events in my own city as well over the course of past few months, and they have been an amazing ones. Just about last weekend, we had an amazing meetup in Delhi NCR where more than 20 audiophiles came up, and we literally shared a day together with the amazing gears. So it has been an amazing year, and I am really thankful to all the support that you guys have shown me onto this channel and onto my journey as an audiophile basically. In today's video I will be just going through some of the products that I have experienced and that I personally felt like yes, these need to be in my collection today, tomorrow, or someday in the future. So yeah, first of all, before I begin, I would like to mention that these are my subjective. Today is going to be my subjective video all about my personal preferences and what I liked in these products. So secondly, I would like to mention that some of these are currently with me as well, provided to me as review samples, or I have purchased them, or there are different models that I have experienced during the Canjam days, during meetups, and I personally feel like I should grab them someday in the future. So yeah, there is no monetary benefit involved for me, but these are just purely my subjective opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. So let's begin. And also, just to make it clear, I have separated them based on different price categories and then different categories as well. So first of all, I'm going to talk about my favorite IEMs of 2024, and these go from $20 to an open budget. So I will be beginning with the budget section first, which is $20 or around that price point. So here are my notes. Yeah, first of all, Tangzu Warner SG. Yeah, this has been one of my favorites for the $20 price point. I find it to be a little colored. Yes, it is not a neutral sounding set, but the coloration, the warm sound signature of Tang's Warner SG just captivates me whenever I listen to it. The boost into the mid bass just gives the the punch that I need to just to get the day going on. And moreover, Headphone Zone, one of the biggest retailers in India, has done a collab with Tangzu, designing a product especially for the Indian market, which is the Warner SG, and it is available in this beautiful blue color. So if you guys want it, it's available on Headphone Zone, and if you are familiar with other colors, they are available all across different retailers like the Audio Store as well as the Concept Card. Next up, the KZ Caster, especially the improved bass Harman Target version. For me, if I am going ahead with the $20 set and I need a balanced sound, KZ Caster delivers that. It sounds really good, and to be honest, when I first listened to it, I was literally amazed that man, these couldn't sound $20. These should be like $40-50 because they sound that good. And getting a balanced sound profile at that price point is really unique experience for starters, for beginner audiophiles who want to start their journey into the realm of audio, and they personally feel like, man, I need a balanced sound. I want to experience what these audiophiles are jargons are like, balanced sound. So KZ Caster is your way to go. Improved bass, even with improved bass, it is not punchy, it is not that bassy that you would you won't find it to be a little to that bassy. It is just a balanced sounding set. Moreover, you get 4 tuning switches as well, so you can play around. They don't bring a lot of change, but they are good enough to experience minute changes. Next up, I'm moving ahead. I'm going to the category which is under and around $100. This is my, again, a budget segment which I cater to. First of all, my favorite and best value for money IEM under the $100 price segment would be the K-Fine Clean. I shared its review and I personally found that pair to be fun sounding, dynamic sounding, and maintaining good resolution and clarity for the asking price of $49. For me, if I am out there, I am looking to a good sounding set and I have a budget of $100, I would save some money and I would stay with the K-Fine Clean because it sounds that dynamic and that fun factor is also there with good clarity. So K-Fine Clean gets my best value for money IM of the year as well. Next, Dunu Kima 2. I recently shared its review onto my channel. Dunu Kima 2 delivers natural vocals, which is something, if you guys are following my channel, I personally crave for. I personally crave for natural vocals, and Dunu Kima 2 backs that. And the other frequencies also work quite well, but the vocals, they just stand out for me with the Kima 2, and it is available for like $120. So in and around $100 price point, Dunu Kima 2 also gets my recommendation. Next is a full explorer. If you're someone who likes to just to get lost in their music and don't focus a lot on to details, a full explorer might right be up your ally, because a full explorer delivers a relaxing and dark sound signature. It has a boosted lower end which delivers a good punch, then rich vocals which sound a bit warm, and then relaxed treble, so you don't feel any kind of harshness or sibilance even at louder listening volumes. And a full explorer is a set that I personally put into my ears and I go to sleep, because that just maintains that relaxing sound profile. Now coming on to the under $300 price segment, it is one of my most competitive price segment, because I personally feel audiophiles are getting most of their money worth in $300 and $500 price segment. So first of all, the under $300 price segment, a special IEM. This is going to be Kiwi Ears KE4. KE4, to be honest, it is not exactly a signature that I personally enjoy, but I just can't deny that it sounds so good, because it sounds so smooth and so natural that everything just comes at the right places and just delivers you an experience which everybody should. And it is also the everybody should experience and listen to experience what a natural and smooth sounding set is. This one has a very good vocal presentation, very smooth and punchy bass region, and then a relaxed treble. It is also known as the new meta tuning, and I personally enjoy its signature, although it's not my cup of tea and I don't listen to it a lot. But for natural and smooth vocals, I again saw myself going to the KE4 again and again. So yeah, KE4 is a good sounding set for natural and smooth vocals. Next, P5 Plus 2 from Aful. Coming as a successor to the Performer 5, the P5 Plus 2 brought a new driver architecture and then a new and upgraded sound profile as well. While the tuning is based on the Performer 5 itself, but it sounds upgraded. It has upgraded clarity, it has upgraded resolution and upgraded transient speed as well. It is faster than the original Performer 5 in terms of bass decay, in terms of overall clarity. It is better. So if you're looking for something that is balanced and that has a good overall sound presentation, the full Performer 5 Plus 2 is a good buy at around $200 price bracket, I believe. Next, the Pula Anvil 114. It is one of my favorite IEMs as of now. I'm currently working on its review as well. What key aspects of the Pula Anvil 114 that attracts me, you ask? So the sound stage, it goes massive. To be honest, when I first listened to the Pula Anvil 114, I felt like, man, the soundstage is going so beyond my headroom that I personally felt like it is producing an artificial stage. Yeah, it was so big. I've never heard that kind of big soundstage in this price point. So yeah, for such a wide sound, such a big soundstage, the Pula Anvil 114 is a default recommendation from my side for people who love to listen to massive sounding earphones. Apart from that massive sounding earphone presentation, massive sounding soundstage, the Pula Anvil 114 also has great microdynamics and great minute detail retrieval. It retrieves minute details with so much precision that I literally felt like, man, where was this detail when I was listening to this track yesterday? So yeah, amazing earphone. The Pula Anvil 114 gets my best recommendation under the $300 price bracket, to be honest. So yeah, now next section is around $500. Again, a section which I personally feel that gives maximum worth of your uh, price that you are paying for. If you're looking for a really good sounding set, then around $500 is a bracket where you should target if you don't want to go really high. Sorry about the so yeah, Alpha Omega Ra. Well, this is an IEM that I personally love because the bass decay is so natural onto this set that it takes my heart away every time I listen to it. Although the shells are a little big, so people with the nozzle is a little wider as well. So the people with the smaller ears might find a little bit of problem in terms of fitting it. But natural bass decay, the bass sounds so natural, the drum kicks so natural that it will just you will just forget even if the set is not comfortable to you. And then the vocals, they sound really lively and full of energy onto the Alpha Omega, right? Delivers that clarity and that energy with the vocals. So around the $500 Alpha Omega is a very good sounding set. Next up, I have the Audio Volare. It is one of my favorites around this price point. Well, you will say that all these are your favorites. Yes, these are my subjective opinions. So all these are my favorite sets only around these price points. So Audio Volare, solid bass response, plus the best attraction for the Audio Volare, you get 15 different sets of ear tips. I guess they have small, medium, and large, 3 sets in and 5 different types of ear tips, and then they have different nozzle openings. So they bring a lot of change with the sound profile. I personally liked it with the narrow bore ear tips, and they deliver such a beautiful bass response. The bass was so punchy and so dynamic that I was literally out of my mind when I first listened to the Audio Volare. Then the overall profile is quite V-shaped. So if you are someone who likes to listen to good bass, good treble extensions, and then slightly recessed mids are good for you, then Audio Volare should not be missed, and you should definitely try it. It has good energy into the treble region as well, so you get a really open and big presentation again with the Audio Volare. Next up is another Meta IEM, which is widely loved for its presentation. That is the Mega 5 EST, the original version, not the base version. I have tried the base version as well, but I'm talking about the Mega 5 EST as of now. The original meta tuning, basically, you get really good bass response, you get very good mid-range. The mid-range of the Mega Fest is really good. It sounds so natural, especially in the vocal section, that for me as a vocal lover, I have a special place in my heart for the Mega 5 EST. The vocals are so damn good sounding, but again, the bass has good punch, good speed. The treble is a bit relaxed, but it is cleaner than what we have on the KE4. So KE4 is like 200 something dollars, and then the Mega 5 EST is like $500. So for extra $200, you are getting clearer treble region. So it sounds better detailed in my opinion compared to the KE4. And if I have to ask between the KE4 and the Mega 5 EST, it's a tough competition, but Mega 5 EST wins it with good clarity. Next is a single DD. I have a special place in my heart for single DD IEMs, and that is the Timsock TS316. I first listened to this set during the Canjam when I visited their booth. They were showcasing 2 different times: Melodic Artification Alter Ego, and then the Timsock TS316. The 316 has really metallic build quality, which are fingerprint magnets, so they attract scratches quite easily, and I have to really put them into those soft pouches that I received with the set. But it sounds so good, so clean, and the bass transient speed is so quick and punchy that it just sounds complete. If you have a $500 and you want a highly coherent sound profile with good speed and good clarity, and you can do with a bit of a boost into the treble region, then the Timsock TS316 is there for you, and it delivers good details as well. So fast transient, good bass response, good texture for the bass response, clearer vocals, clearer details. Timsock TS316 is an amazing sounding set for $1,000. Next up is next category is for $1,000. I'm sorry, I really have a high cold right now. So yeah, for $1,000, this category again, if you have the funds, then this again gets you a good amount of performance for your bang for your buck, if you ask me. Theodio Origin. Yes, this is a recent launch from Theodio, and believe me, after Prestige LTD, This is an IEM that I loved in their lineup. Yes, Monarch Mark II is there, that is a different league, but Origin gets a special place in my heart because the bass is so good. It is sounding so natural. It sounds like an upgrade to the Alpha Omega RAAL, to be honest, because the BCD driver here works quite well and delivers you with the really physical sensation when when the bass drops. Then, with such a strong bass, the mid-range and treble clarity is again unaffected, and you get a very clean response into those frequencies as well. So, for $1,000 price bracket, the Theory Origin gets my approval because it sounds so good, and you might personally see me grabbing it someday in the future. Next is the Audiophile Cantor, Audiophile's latest flagship with 14B drivers on each side. This set packs a lot of details, a lot of clarity, and a lot of resolution. When I first listened to it, I felt like, man, this might be easily be $1,200 or $1,500 price bracket because the clarity and the resolution hits that mark. But surprisingly, it is $800 and comes right into this Ally. With such a clarity and detail, the bass is also quite punchy and has a good dynamism to its presentation. I enjoy it with my Code Mojo 2 and R8 too. So the overall presentation of Awful Cantor is simply amazing. Next is Ice Labs Prismatica. Again, I need to take you guys back to my Canjam days. When I first landed into the Singapore, Canjam was like 2 days away, so we were visiting different stores, and I visited A1, I guess AV1, sorry, yeah, AV1 in Adelphi Mall. The guys were really nice. They helped me audition all the QDC stuff, and then they showcased me this IM known as the Ice Labs Prismatica. The pair retailing for like 1200 SGD or like it is close to $1,000. So yeah, I got to know that this house is a 5B driver architecture on each side, but the sound, I was literally asking the guy, man, you guys are lying to me. This somewhere has a DD hidden inside it because the bass response is so punchy. I just could not believe my ears that this is coming from a all BA setup, that two just 5 BAs. The bass is simply amazing. Apart from bass, you get really good vocals and then a widely extended treble region as well. Ice Lab Prismatica is one of those sets that I personally absolutely loved it. So when I came back, I actually grabbed a unit and it is in my collection, and I am I'm just trying to complete with my backlog and share you guys with the amount of love that I have for the Ice Labs Prismatica. So someday in the future I will be sharing its review as well, so stay tuned with me onto my channel. Another IM that I would like to mention into this category is one of those IMs that I personally feel like if I purchase it again, I purchased it before, so that is one of those IMs that I can retire it with. But I'm the kind of guy that needs a bit of taste into its collection, so I might not do that. I will add a few others, but this is one of those IMs that I need to retire with, is Soft Ears Twilight. This single DD is absolutely amazing. It retails for somewhere like $920, and during the sales you can grab it for like $750. But it is insanely good sounding, absolutely amazing. Oh, sorry. Probably the best vocals that I have experienced into the hobby, apart from some really top tier flagships like the Oriole Australia or something. But under the $1,000, absolutely bang for buck, quick bass, good punch, absolutely amazing mid-range. The tonality, the timbre, everything hits sweet onto the point, and I am simply in love. And I believe I had to sell it due to just arrange some funds during my Singapore trip, but I will buy it someday again and I will add it into my collection. So yeah, Softest Twilight is one of those IMs that I personally recommend for under $1,000 because it is that good. Now next category is open budget. So this category is where I have no bar into the budget section, and I can just go out and if you have the money and you just want to grab some things that, man, I just don't care about the price now and I just want to purchase it, those are coming into this section now. First of all, Elysian Annihilator. Again, back to the days of Canjam when I visited Zeppelin store. So Zeppelin had I met Jordan Oki as well, so he was a really sweet guy and he had me audition a lot of stuff. So here it was, the Elysian Annihilator, and absolutely amazing resolution, a monster in terms of resolution, a monster in terms of clarity. You can actually hear minutest of the details with great precision, and at the same time it doesn't get harsh at all. The clarity, the resolution, the speed, everything just falls into one place and you get the Elysian Annihilator because it sounds so good and literally amazing. Maybe someday in the future, if my budget allows, I will grab it and I will add it into my collection. Next up, Nostalgia Audio Camelot. Camelot. Basically, I have shared my review for the Camelot onto this channel. I hope you guys have watched it. So the perfect sound as per my liking. The three frequencies has a perfect balance between them. You won't be able to say that Pulkit, this particular frequency is sounding overly emphasized into my opinion, or this particular frequency is sounding overly relaxed in my opinion. Everything just it just sounds like everything is perfectly balanced and presented to you. Good clarity, good resolution. So I have no complaints with this particular set and I have it in my collection. Thanks to Nostalgia Audio for arranging the unit for the review tour in India, and it just sounds amazing. So yeah, Nostalgia Camelot is an amazing set. Next is the Eminent Ears Ruby. Again, back to the Canjam days. I have also have shared the Eminent Ears Ruby review onto this channel, and I have shared my story about this as well there. So I will be repeating it here. So during the Canjam event itself, I was just wandering around, visiting different booths and hearing different stuff. So I was sitting at the Vortex Cables booth, and then they just had the Eminent Ears booth right next to them. Eminent Ears is basically a Hong Kong brand, so they guys were like, dude, we want you to listen to our IEM. This is the Eminent Ears Ruby, and this is our first creation, and this is the first time we are showcasing it. It will be ready in a few months, and we will be showcasing, launching it worldwide. So I was like, okay, I want to try it. My God, that IEM instantly attracted me a lot, to the extent that water cooler guys were there. Water cooler is the very happening thread on HiFi, so I was in talks with them as well. So they were there and they just asked me, Pulkit, what special have you auditioned during the event so far? So I was like, have you auditioned to the Eminent Ears Ruby? They were like, no. I just took them and I just asked them to, man, just audition it. Their impressions matched with mine and they also loved the Ruby. Basically, a flagship, a true endgame for people who love a V-shaped sound profile because the sub bass is so deliciously done, and then we have exciting treble which doesn't sound sharp at all. The overall sound is really open and has a good soundstage depth as well. So a presentation which is fun and engaging is how I would describe the Eminent Ears Ruby. And this is literally a very beautiful IEM and one of my favorites in an open budget segment. Next, about the headphones section, basically I have listened to a lot of headphones, but most of them are during my recent times only. I basically had a friend of mine to bought an Ananda style from HiFi Man, and it sounds really good. But today's video is about a headphone which is really special, and the one that I'm going to mention, I don't know when I will be able to afford it because it sounds so costly. Yeah, it is beyond open budget as well for me, but it left a mark onto me since the Canjam days again. So I'm talking about the RAAL Immanis. Yes, a headphone that costs like maybe like 9,000 or 10,000 US dollars, or somewhere like 9 lakh Indian rupees, 900,000 Indian rupees. Yeah, but one of the most natural and organic sound I have experienced yet into my hobby, into my journey for the past 6 years. It was the RAAL Immanis. When I listened to it, I actually first listened to it during the pre-show. So everybody was setting things up. I was just there and visiting different booths and meeting people who were setting up. And I literally lost my mind listening to the RAAL Immanis because Immanis sounded so intense and so good and so organic. It was like I'm just experiencing the actual live performance right in front of me because it was so good. RAAL Immanis is one of the headphones that maybe I maybe I just dream of owning it one day in the future. So absolutely amazing headphones. Next, I would like to mention the sources that I have arranged and that I have purchased during this past year. You guys might notice that I have purchased a lot of stuff and I have sold a lot of stuff, but these two three things are here to stay. And first of all, BTR 17, yep, a recent launch, but I grabbed it for convenience. Basically, I travel a lot within city, and then I just need something to be, good sounding as well as convenient to carry. So BTR 17 fits that mark. It is good sounding. It has a very neutral sound profile, doesn't boost any frequencies unnecessarily. So yeah, good sounding, good clarity, and good battery life as well. So good amount of power as well. Drives the HiFi and Ananda Stealth quite easily. So yeah, BTR 17 is a good sounding and a very convenient device to use. Next is Q Style CM18 Portable. This is something that if you want to if you have it costs like like $800 or $900, and in India it is like 67,000 Indian rupees. If you have something that much amount of money in your pocket, this might be a end game source for you, because it sounds so good, very clean, very powerful. The current mode amplification section is really powerful and drives most sources with ease, with drive most headphones and stuff with ease. So yeah, quite handy device, quite convenient as well. It has built-in Bluetooth, so you can just connect with your smartphone and you can enjoy it anywhere. So yeah, CM18 Portable, again a good source. Code Mojo 2 is also a very good source, and in my collection CM18 Portable I have sold it, but yeah, Code Mojo 2 is there in my collection. Also, it sounds quite good, but it has a bit of warmth to its sound, so it adds a bit of boost into the lower end region, but sounds really clean and it drives most stuff with its own with ease. But my personal complaints with it, you need a micro USB cable to charge, and then there is no balance connection as well. Next up, my flagship level end game digital audio player that I personally own is HiFi RA2. Absolutely amazing. When it synergizes well with my IEMs, I am literally out of this world, because the sound depth is amazing, the overall clarity is amazing. It just needs, you just don't need anything else. It just amazing to use because the sound quality is amazing. And then the battery life with an open Android OS, even while I'm streaming, I get easily close to 15 hours of battery backup when using balanced port. And if I'm just using the offline music with Wi-Fi off, I can easily get somewhere like 18 or 19 hours of battery. So amazing source, but it's just a bit bulky. Well, yeah, this completes my list of top products that I have experienced this year. I hope you guys might like something, or maybe align with some of the products that I have mentioned, and maybe you might find that no, Pulkit, this product doesn't need to be there. Well, before beginning today's video, I just mentioned you guys that this is going to be all my subjective opinion in today's video. Whenever I try to review a product, whenever I share a review with you guys, I just go through the product and I just make all the notes objectively. But today's video, it is my subjective opinions about different products and my personal favorites which are released throughout the year. So yeah, if you guys do not like any of those products, do let me know in the comment section below. If you guys align with the products that I have mentioned, and if you guys have listened to any of the products that I have mentioned, do let me know in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. I wish you guys all the happy new year for the coming year, and I wish you guys help me grow a lot more onto this channel, and we grow together as well as a community. I will be again arranging different meetups. If you guys are in Delhi NCR, do connect with me. I have different social media accounts linked onto this channel, so you guys can ping me anywhere, whether it is on Facebook, whether it is on Instagram. I am regularly planning different meetups in Delhi NCR, like I just did a few this last weekend. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. If you guys have any questions related to me, ask me in the comment section below. I hope you guys have an amazing festival season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well. Thank you so much. That's Pulkit signing off.